After hundreds of battles throughout the season, we finally determine a champion tonight. As EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings you the biggest game of them all, the Super Bowl. One final time this season. Hi there, everybody. Joined by Brock Hewitt in the booth. I'm Kate Scott, and we have made it. The greatest game of them all, everybody. Welcome to the Super Bowl. And it really is the perfect crowning event for each and every NFL season, isn't it, partner? All the fanfare, the celebration in the week leading up to this game, and then in the moment, we see the two best teams in the NFL squaring off for this title.
Such a few fortunate players and coaches who are making a repeat appearance in this game on this stage, Kate. So many. This is the culmination of a dream that began a decade, even a couple decades ago, as a young player discovering their love for football. And for those first-timers, that's fine. Go ahead and take in this atmosphere. Just make sure you're focused when that ball is teed up and ready to go. Those dreams you had as a kid, well, they didn't end up with you losing this game. Oh, no. They ended up with you raising the Lombardi Trophy and calling yourself a champion.
They've got a man in motion. Watson on 1st and 10. He's got the hook up to Adams. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. First and 10. Here's Watson. Komet brings it in. This is ahead for about 5. That's Gregory Rousseau who cleaned up that play.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Working quickly here. Third and short, it's Watson. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. We'll score. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series, and then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball, and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Allen taken right to the air. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. His first throw in the Super Bowl is intercepted. And the Bears get it back in touchback territory. They're going to be at the 20. What a call for their first pass of the game. It would have been a big hitter if they completed it, Brock, but just not the right touch on that football, and it ends with an interception.
You could just tell these cover guys, they've been waiting for their first chance to go get some work done in this one. They did their homework, number one, and number two, Kate, as Russell Wilson loves to say, the separation was in the preparation.
Here's Watson, 1st and 10. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for a Bears first down. Only took him one play, partner, and they've already made it to that 40-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Watson. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Man in motion here. Second down, Watson throwing again. This will be caught by Adams. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Chicago first down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
On first down, they'll run. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Offense up to the line fast. Watson now off play action. Headed out right. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's out of bounds, a little short of the 10. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Teammates notice when they got a guy willing to take it on the chin to get rid of the pass. That's a pass that's going to earn a lot of points with the other 10 players, not just today, but when they go back and watch that play on tape.
First down from the red zone. And he'll score. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears take a 13-0 lead. Mevis now for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Bears drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Well, that one was drawn up and delivered beautifully, efficiently. If it's not circled on the call sheet already, you better believe it is now.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. First down throw for Allen. He puts everything behind this one. Touchdown, Buffalo. I know that's one of his favorite routes to run, Brock, but that has got to be one of a quarterback's favorite throws to make as well, right? Drop it in over the defender and take the lid off the D for 6.
Because it is so simple. It's something that these two have done and thrown together for years and years. Maybe not to each other, but since Pop Warner. They've been running the go route. Just run right by him, and if you're even, you're leaving, and I'm going to drop it right over the top.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all, so they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Watson now. Dumped off to his running back. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. So that'll do it for the opening quarter of Super Bowl 61. Neither side separating much so far. We'll get you back to Atlanta after this. Three more quarters to go. We're back for the second frame here of Super Bowl 61. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Watson looking to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Couldn't find DJ Moore on that throw. So that brings up 2nd down. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Back to the air, Watson. Caught quickly on the slant. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Putting a receiver in motion. Play action, it's Watson. Looking to his fullback now. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
It's always nice to see teams still employ a fullback. I love rewarding a big guy with some touches during a game. They earn those looks. That was a well-run route, and he showed some soft hands to bring it in.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Sticking to the air with Watson. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Offense in the hurry up here. Working from the gun, Watson. He rolls to his right. And he has the Chicago touchdown. The Bears take a 13-point lead. DJ Moore the touchdown. Point after by Mevis is good. And the Bears double their lead to 14. Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Working from the gun, it's Allen. On the move, headed right. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man. Trying to find his tight end. And now they face 2nd down. Back to the air, Allen. Pass him on the quick hitter. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. The Bears into the nickel for 3rd down. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. Back-to-back carries here. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs.
And what a battle of wills we just got to see. Fighting in the trenches on the 4th down run. Trying to play conservative, keep it on the ground to power it across. But there was no overcoming a front, just as equally motivated to get off the field.
Watson on 1st and 10. Dump off caught by his back. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Tackle made by Cole Bishop. It's the 2-minute warning now from Atlanta. The Bears with the football. Second and 6 coming up here. From the gun, Watson. Short pass brought in. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. First and 10. Here's Watson. Cut near the goal line. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Mevis now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bears stretch their lead to 21. Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send in flight. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And it's going to be second down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Culp with a catch. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Allen on third and short. Complete beyond the marker. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. That's good for 7 yards. And that's good for a Bills first down. Allen gonna throw again. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And it sets up second down. To throw again, it's Allen. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got third down. To the air again, Allen. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that brings up fourth and long. Again, Allen to the air. They connect for the first. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. So Buffalo's going to call it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. Still sticking with the passing game. Forced. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Now the offense going to take its third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long. Another try following the sack. Throwing deep for the end zone. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete.
Whew, I think the coverage got away with one right there, Kate. There was actually space, and if that throw came out 1 second earlier, that could have been 6.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Throwing here, Allen. He has the first over the middle. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Enough waiting. Let's crown a champion, shall we? The second half of the Super Bowl is underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Now Allen. Buys time, rolling right. The ball's out, he lost it. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
They'll run here on first down. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
That is teaching tape for a linebacker. Read, react, and finish.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Out of the gun, here's Watson. This will be caught by Adams. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Working quickly here. Throwing on third down, Watson. Completed to his running back. That's a pickup of 9. And that's good for a Bears first down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Here's Watson, first and 10. Dumps it off to his running back. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Options are open here. It's second and inches. On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
Four downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Working from the gun, Watson. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. And the Bills have it perilously close to their own goal line. Looks like it's at the 2.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, well, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
And the drive will start out with a first and 10. From his own end zone, Allen. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
Kate, I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers. It's awesome with tight ends. But when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Bills first down.
You know, Kate, that really is one of the benefits that comes with experience. You'll feel it. All right, look at the quarterback, never seeing the rush, never looking at the rush. Instead, eyes are downfield, and the big play follows.
He puts some juice up. That's grabbed inside the 30. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
Well, that's sure one way to take the lid off a defense. Great work to find the biggest hole in the coverage, and more importantly, go exploit it.
First down throw for Allen. He's got it near the 8. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal. Slot man motioned over. Here's a give on first and goal. Runs it in. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills parlay the interception into points. Kicking team out to try the extra points. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bills get it back to a 14-point game. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Here's the long back on the handoff. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
They give it to him again. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Offense up to the line fast. They send a man in motion. Watson on first and 10. Escapes the pocket. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. And incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
Makes the grab in bounds left side. Down to the 10. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. Mevis now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bears stretch their lead to 21. Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Play action now with Allen. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Bears take possession down inside the 30 after the interception. Worked through his progression, nobody available, and by the time he checked it down to the back, you could almost see it coming. A defender there to intercept it.
Because those defenders have clocks too. I mean, we get so enamored talking about a quarterback's clock, but defenders do as well, and they know when that quarterback's holding the ball, likely a check down is coming. That is just smart defensive play.
Offense ready to begin this drive, first and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Here's second and 11. Caught by his back. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Ed Oliver there to make the stop.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
All right, it's a nickel set for the Bills. Third down. From the gun, Watson. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Working inside the red zone. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that'll bring up second down.
That play is so impressive on so many levels. Not just because it saves a touchdown, Kate. He had to time that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or let him establish possession for the score. That is so, so good.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Play action. It's Watson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
That'll do it for 3 quarters here in Super Bowl 61. Just one final act to go in our season. It's the Bears in control in what would be a second-ever title if they can finish this out. So here's Harrison Mevis, ready for the field goal try. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Mevis able to knock it through. And the advantage now sits at 24.
Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, first and 10. Allen on the play action. Finds a seam down the middle. And they get there to touch him down, Brock, but a big gain on that play. First and 10. Here's Allen. He fires one deep down the right sideline. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Back to the air. Allen. Oh, no. They get him yet again. And he pays the price for the interception. Big hit brings it into that return.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie. Right, just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his third interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
First and 10. Here's Watson. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. To throw, here's Watson. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
Second down, Watson throwing again. Connects on the crosser. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. The give now out of the shotgun. And he found a little room to turn it into a nice gain down to the 6. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Another carry for him. And he's brought down for a loss.
Hey, don't get me wrong, Kate. Every defensive guy, they watch tape in their own ways. But linebackers, well, they're a little bit like quarterbacks. They got to develop that sixth sense by watching that tape so they can diagnose and get home in a hurry like he just did.
Third and short, it's Watson. He couldn't hang on, Brock. It looked like a touchdown, but it slips right through his hands, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this will actively age a coach on the sidelines. Wrinkles and gray hair, all of it. All the planning, a great play, and careful execution led to that. And it was dropped to the turf.
The Bears decide to call their first time out. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. So here's Harrison Mevis, ready for the field goal try. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Mevis able to knock it through. And that grows the lead to 27.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Give them 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. First and 10 from the 41. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Chased out to his right. They connect on the deep shot. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Throwing now on 1st down, Allen. He's on the move. That hit affected that throw, and it sails out of bounds, incomplete.
I love the mobility here. Starts great, escapes the pressure, get out of harm's way. You just wish if you're the offense here, you could have found a completion to keep in rhythm.
Intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears regain possession as he makes the 30th interception of his career.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
Here's Watson, 1st and 10. He'll get this one to Adams. Again, he's got room. To the 25. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Bears continue piling it on here in the 4th. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Well, Kate, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. A touchdown on the pick six. Defense getting in on the fun, Brock, with that 4th quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick six.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense, and when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bears continue piling onto this lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Back to the air, it's Allen after the pick. This complete to Cole. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 46. On 1st down, Allen. Big shot is hauled in. Feet are inbounds. Oh, what a play. That one hits for 30. And that's good for a Bills 1st down. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. First down throw for Allen. Into the hands of Colt. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. Hurry up offense now as time runs down. To the air again, Allen. That's much too high and out of the end zone, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So now it'll be 2nd and goal. Allen gonna throw again. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
Now, you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
And he's got it, so they'll pull a little ways back with a touchdown. The Bills putting up points in a game decided. Now they'll try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bills cut into the lead by another point. With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. And it looks like the Bears are able to recover that kick. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point of the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
That's into the hands of Moore. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He's got the hook up to Adams. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Wow, they're going to pass it here. And it's incomplete, but hey, who cares? They've got the lead, and we are out of time in this one. And the Lombardi Trophy makes its return to Chicago. The Bears have won the Super Bowl.